Hey everyone, welcome back to another Talon Tea video. Today I'm bringing you the last and final tea in the Yunnan flight from One River Tea. This is the Mithril tea coin. This is the only tea in the flight that is not a Shangpuer. This is a white tea. So first I'm going to get into the website, the pricing, description, and I'm going to read all that off to you. So if you want to skip ahead to the tea, feel free, but we will start right there. So, Mithril 2025 Bangdong white tea coin for 1 coin. It's a very incredibly reasonable price. It's a 7-gram coin for $1.30. For 3 coins, it's $3.90, 21 grams total. Normally, there is a full cake of this as well, a 200-gram cake, but it is sold out. So all that's left is the coins if you're trying to find this. But to my knowledge, they do make them every year. So probably buy them as early as you can when they roll back around in, I don't know, springtime. Looks like spring 2025 is the harvest and press date. It doesn't say a specific month like most of their other teas. This is Matai, Bangkok, Linkang, Yunnan, China. Producer is Sister Lan. Tasting notes are cantaloupe, mint, sweetgrass, cedarwood, and rose. So it sounds pretty nice. All right. This is a tea we were first introduced to in 2023 on our way to Bangdong village to check out their grove of gushu trees. We passed through the smaller village of Matai or Horse Terrace. Lanji mentioned that this has some of the best white tea in eastern Linkang and described the thick silver needle, fuzzy buds, the melon taste to the tea, while we skipped pressing it last year in favor of Kuashan, Shumei material. We were excited to get our hands on some of this excellent white tea this year. As the leaves are so fuzzy, this tea takes some time to get going, delivering a few lightly colored sweetwater infusions before finding its true stride around the third infusion. That said, the leaves on the first few infusions smell like walking through a fruit market in spring. There are melon fragrances mixed with mint and thyme, a little sweetgrass and cedarwood mixed in there. Every time we open the lid of the gaiwan, we can't help but smell the leaves. As the session progresses, leaves begin to exude more and more cracked black pepper and thick rose fragrances. To brew this to thicken it, the brew begins to thicken up while remaining a crystal pale gold. After a few infusions, this tea begins to coat the mouth and leaves a pleasant oily sensation on the tongue. The tea retains a lot of high notes in the mouth despite heavier fragrances issuing from the cup. After a few more infusions we forgot to count, we realized how long lasting this tea is, providing brew after brew of clean golden infusions. It's very difficult to oversteep, and so far we have not managed to steep this one out to completion. Drink it fresh or see how it matures with age. And so they recommend brewing it with 6 grams, 100 to 120 mils of water and flash fast infusions with boiling water. Today I will be brewing in a, what is this, 110 mil gaiwan. I'll probably drink my wash today. We'll start with I'm thinking a 20-second wash, and we will then proceed with probably 10-second steeps after that. But first, I'm going to open up this package and get a quick dry smell. So straight away, dry smell smells like sweetgrass, straight up. Yeah, it just straight up smells like sweetgrass. Very pleasant, very nice, but that's the only dry smell I'm getting so far. Not a bad thing. There's the artwork, though. Definitely unique. I don't know what that is. That like a bamboo forest? Pretty interesting looking for sure. And then it has this little sticker on the back. I'm gonna get this open and I will show you the leaves. Alright, to keep with my typical theming here, I'll show you the packaging first. Strength in silver and buds. Mithril. There's the area it's from, the date, One River Tea, and then there's the brewing instructions. Rinse for 1 minute, steep for 15 seconds. I don't know. Maybe I will do that today. I will still drink the rinse though. And then here is the coin. It is scored in the middle. They did say it lasts a very long time, so if you want a shorter time going with this, that might be wise to break it in half. So it's nice that they included that. Looks incredibly densely packed. It's very hard, very rock solid. So that is something I'm not typically a fan of with any tea. However, I think aging wise, to maintain its humidity, that is something nice for those of you trying to age. From my research, from what I've been reading, when cakes and coins and stuff like that are more densely packed, they hold on to their humidity a little better. So, say you have a big Pumador or big container full of aging tea and it's all densely packed, it'll ideally stay at its humidity and keep each other humid for longer periods of time without you having to re-up the Bovita. So that is something to note. All right, so we're gonna start this, and they mentioned brewing it at boiling. I think I'm gonna let my water cool, and I'll probably start this around 190, which is on my hottest end. I am usually willing to do for white tea. All right, here is that tea coin in the Gaiwan, going in at 190 Fahrenheit, and we will probably follow the wrapper in this case with the wash and go for a minute. Just because this coin is so densely packed, like look at it, it's not even floating, so not even moving. So yeah, we're gonna go in there for a solid minute. Alrighty, here is that wash, which I will be drinking because this is a white tea and there's really no need to dump the wash. It will be probably mostly flavorless. That after soaking for that long, this coin is not open at all. But yeah, there's still some color. There's still some stuff to it for sure. We got those little floating hairs. This is supposed to be a very downy tea, so I'm sure there's quite a lot of hairs going on. But let's get a wet smell, despite this not being quite open. I'm sure it still smells quite a bit more potent now. Oh man, cedar is very apt. There's definitely a cedar-like scent to it. So I'm getting a mintiness mixed with that initial sweetgrass I got on the dry scent and cedar. Oh yeah, that's nice. It smells fantastic. Stunning smell. And this is probably pretty cooled down by now. I went in at 190, so we're probably rocking 180, 175. So let's just give that a little taste. Let me feel the. That's still pretty warm. But judging by the color, quite light. Nice, I don't know, light tan color to it. Looks beautiful though. Oh wow. Already, even though that's not open yet, it's quite a nice taste and mouthfeel to it. I would describe the taste as lightly minty sweetgrass and a good amount of sweetness to this already. Yeah, I can't wait till this opens a little more, but light mintiness. Like it's very vague. It's like a hint of mintiness. It's like if you grab those sparkling waters like LaCroix that have a flavor, and it's like just a hint of a flavor. It's like if someone sprayed that flavor at it from another room. It's kind of what I'm getting here. Very nice though. Already a nice mouthfeel and nice sweetness to it. I'm going to go in with that second steep, and we're going to do that at, what are we sitting at here? I'm sitting at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's where we're going to go. This isn't quite open, and they said they couldn't overbrew it, even if they tried, so 200 should be fine. And we already got a little bit of color change straight away on there. They mentioned not really fully opening till around the third steep, so that's probably what we're going to do today for the video. And we'll go for, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds. Alright, just kidding, it was about 20. I imagine it's not quite open yet. It's definitely loosening up, but nope, not there yet. Smell, still about the same. Smells fantastic, really does. Really amazing smell on this one. And color difference, definitely a little more gold look to this one, I think, but not too different. All right, here's that next steep. Still quite similar to the previous steep. So I'm just gonna keep trucking along. I'm gonna steep this again at probably about 200 Fahrenheit, maybe even a little hotter. Let's do 205 actually, and I'll just show you when I pour it into this cup. All right, here is that third steep now. That was about 15 seconds once again. Still not open. This tea is so densely packed, but it's definitely getting there. We're starting to see a lot of specks break off, it seems. Probably just due to how densely packed it was. Hard not to break a bunch of leaves when you press so hard. So this one was brewed at about 210. Frankly, this one was just about at boiling, if not boiling. Also, smell of this tea is fantastic still. Permeating the room for sure. I'm starting to pick up on some rose in the scent. I think they mentioned, yeah, tasting notes, rose. So I'm definitely getting all of their tasting notes. I think they're, I haven't gotten cantaloupe yet, actually. I haven't gotten melon. But the rest so far, for sure. It first started off with the smell of sweetgrass. Once it got wet, definitely smelled mint, sweetgrass, and cedar. So far in the taste, mint and sweetgrass for sure. But we will see as it keeps going. They said this lasts forever. Maybe that's another bonus of having it so densely packed in the cake is since it takes forever to open, it also lets out its flavor a lot slower. So while not as potent initially, it lasts a lot longer. So that might be a bonus. I'm gonna give this a little taste. Hopefully it doesn't burn my mouth. All right, so taste notes I'm gonna say are about the same. That nice lingering sweetness, pretty decently full body, and then I'm getting that mostly sweetgrass. I think is a predominant taste. Mintiness is calmed down a bit, but it's still there. And I don't know if I'm getting a cooling sensation or this tea is just really hot and me breathing is cooling my mouth, frankly. But I feel like I'm getting a bit of a cooling if it's not that mintiness. I'm getting mostly the cedar wood and the rose on the scent more than the taste. This is still not really open. I do imagine it's going to last a very long time just based on that. So currently, that lingering sweetness, though, is really nice. I think for the price, I'll give it 2 points. For the smell, I'll give it 2 points. That sweetness is real nice. You know, time will tell. I think I'm going to keep drinking this. I think I'm going to do another steep. All right, here is that, I don't know, fourth steep, I think? Fifth? I don't remember. But here's a steep. Another, 20 seconds? In total, this coin has had about 2 to 2.5 minutes of steeping. Actually longer, probably like 3. And it is still, honestly, pretty hard. That's pretty crazy. It is what it is, I guess. So, yeah, not a big fan of that. This one, once again, done at about, actually a little hotter. Last couple I've done a little hotter, just trying to get the tea to open. Still fantastic color. All those little hairs floating around. Using filtered water, as always, not tap. So, it's clean. Yeah, so generally speaking, sweetgrass, a little bit of mintiness, floral and cedar, mint and sweetgrass on the scent. General, really mild, lingering sweetness, really light flavor in all, but also really pleasant texture, and the smell is stunning. If anything, if you're a big smell person, buy this tea for the smell. Yeah, stunning smell. I can smell that all day. Fantastic. Overall, and also the price is fantastic. If you're real into fresher, lighter, just really refreshing white teas, this would be for you. It's not super sweet. It's not super punch you in the face like some of the aged white teas I'm typically into. But it definitely has its pleasant charm, and I think it's really nice. Overall, I think I will give it an 8 out of 10. It's going to lose a point for how ridiculously compressed it is and how it's not opening. But overall, nice flavor, nice texture. The price is right. And it's lingering sweetness. And yeah, I think I just like generally most things about it. It would get a 9 or maybe even a 10 if it wasn't so compressed and opened up a bit faster, but I think 8 out of 10 is still a very good rating and very reasonable, and that's what I'm going to put on TDB. I'll link that below, obviously, but I think that's all I have to say on this one. As always, One River Tea makes probably some of the best white teas out there, in my opinion, that I've had at this point. Obviously, still pretty early in my tea journey. A year in, had about 100 teas, I think, so far, and we'll still keep pressing on. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you.